Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to more Let's Play Sonic Heroes. In the last episode, we finished up the frog level. Frog levels? What? Anyway, this episode, we're going to be moving on to the haunted levels. In the last episode, we finished up the forest levels. Frog Forest and Lost Jungle, I should say. Anyway, Stage 11, Hang Castle, we're going to be getting the keys inside the haunted castle. And, do we have a cutscene to start out with? I think we do.
Talk about a huge misunderstanding.
Yeah, sure made fools out of ourselves.
Nothing new for you, Vector.
What? You were the first one to jump at the chance.
No time for arguing. Now's the time to be on guard. It's very mysterious around here.
Alright, that's good. A little bit of comic relief right before we go into the next mission. Anyway, this mission is very, very similar to the first one we played on Seaside Hill where we had to find the 10 hermit crabs, because this time, as a little walkie-talkie voice is saying down there, we have to find 10 keys. And yes, there are exactly 10 keys in this one. Unlike in Seaside Hill where there were, I think, 20 hermit crabs and we only had to find 10 of them. But yeah, there are exactly 10 keys, so we can't miss any of them or else we're going to have to start over at the very end, and it's not going to be... It's not very easy to get an A rank if you have to, if you have to take the teleport at the end and start everything over. So let's go ahead and go up here. I'm already a little bit slow on the draw because I just failed to get on that platform there. Depth perception for the lose. Anyway, let's go ahead and kill this guy just for a few points, I suppose. And go ahead and go up here. Now, there are a few keys in this level that are hidden, like, very, very, very well. Well, I'm not sure I'd say they're hidden very well, just kind of unfairly, because they're in places that you wouldn't really expect to look. Which I guess that is hidden well, I guess. Most of them, though, there's probably 2 well-hidden ones, and I'll try to point them out as we get to them. I might fail at that, though. But most of them, though, are kind of just right in your way. And I say that, and I've probably already missed one. No, we have 2 out of 10, and that's the number we're supposed to have right now. Spoilers! Oh my god!
The door's open.
Anyway, let's go through here. The doors are opened, and on these gold robots, it seems that I always get hurt one way or another. Not gold robots, I mean robots with spike shields. Like right there, I almost got hurt. That should have counted as a hit. I'm just not sure how this game's hit detection works. Anyway, we got a level up for Espio there, and it seems, this is just what I'm noticing in this level, it's probably just luck-based or like situational. Maybe I'm just not very good at spotting red level up orbs, and I don't even remember what they're called. I'll just call them power-ups for now. But it seems that I can never get Vector past like level 1 on this stage. Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and level him up here with his checkpoint. I'm gonna try to be proactive this time and get all my team members to a fairly high level each. Anyway, right here, make sure you let the camera go down first, or you just get that key before the camera goes down, because if you don't let the camera go down there, you will miss that key entirely. And if you don't go on top of here, which is one of the very well hidden keys in this level, then you will miss this key entirely as well. This is the one that I always mess up on. This is like the worst one for me, because especially when I'm trying to commentate, I just go ahead and walk past it without any like regard, without a second thought, and then come to the end and I have to play the entire level over. Well, not the entire level, but however much that we've done so far. Oh man, what a great way to come back. I haven't commentated for a while, so I can't commentate anymore, and I used to not be able to speak English, and now I'm totally unable altogether. Anyway, go ahead and kill those enemies there, not just for the extra points, but for the fact that it spawns those 2 targets, which I guess it is for extra points in the end anyway. It spawns those 2 targets, they give you 400 points each, and they can give you stuff such as 5 rings, and a Team Blast, and a 1-up as you saw. Anyway, let's go ahead and use our Team Blast here, because I would like to get a little bit of a combo, and... oh wow, nice, 50 rings from just 3 enemies, that's nice. Make sure you kill all these enemies here regardless, though, even if you don't have a Team Blast, because otherwise you won't be able to get this key back here, because it is opened by killing all those enemies right there, if that wasn't obvious enough. Whoa, Mr. Ghost, don't try to scare me. This isn't a haunted house or anything, not at all. Even though it's called... these are called the haunted stages. I put that in my menu and everything. But anyway, me contradicting myself is not important to what we're doing right now, so let's go ahead and switch to Vector, pull these switches, and I don't know, I wonder if it's just a placebo effect with me, but it really seems like it's way easier to pull the switches with your power characters. I don't know what causes that. Maybe it's just they're bigger, so I don't know. I really don't. I'm confused about everything. Let's go ahead and try to get a combo with Vector here. Go in here, and Charmy just somehow has an innate 6th sense to sense keys around him, so I guess that's a little bit helpful. Anyway, 9 out of 10 keys. Let's go ahead and go through here.
An entry.
And we have to go flip the world upside down one more time. Just very casually flip it upside down. And not break our legs after that 150 plus foot fall.
I'll take the lead.
Go in here. There's a robot right there who you can kill. He doesn't really serve a purpose because he doesn't have a weapon or anything and he's asleep. So you can just kind of get in for the extra points, I guess. But anyway, just go up here. Miss the bridge entirely. Okay. I thought I was going to miss it there because of the camera angle and everything, but go ahead and hit this switch. And we get our final key. Now that flower right there, if you didn't get all the keys on your first time through, you have to hit that and you have to play through the level to find the keys you missed. Or keys, plural, singular, whatever. Luckily though, we didn't, and I think that's an A rank.
Perfect! The work of professionals!
Oh man! Can't wait! Alright, Stage 12 Mystic Mansion, in which we're going to be blowing out all the red torches. Oh god, this is a long level, and it's a very kind of tedious one, and it's a very difficult one to get an A rank on as well. Not because it's necessarily a difficultly designed level, it's because these torches that we have to blow out, there are a lot of them. And oftentimes, especially when I'm commentating and my attention is split from the game, I miss them. They come in groups of 2, so basically if that counter there in the bottom right, it says 4 out of 60 right now. Basically, if it's an odd number, you're probably doing something wrong, and you should probably go back before you have to start the entire level over. Because, they come in groups of 2 or 4, as far as I know. Anyway, let's go ahead and kill this guy. I hate these stone shields. I probably hate these more than I hate the spike shields, and I hate those. So that's definitely saying something. Anyway, yeah, the only way to blow these out, as far as I know, is to use Espio's tornado jump. So this is going to get very tedious. We're going to have to use this a minimum of, I'd say about 52 times in the level. There are some occurrences where the torches will be like right next to each other, and you can just blow both of them out at once, but that doesn't happen too often, so it doesn't save us a lot of carpal tunnel in our fingers. Anyway, it only counts for the red torches. See, I just blew that blue one out. Blew the blue one out. I blew the blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. Anyway, I blew the blue one out, and it didn't increase my counter at all, so I'm just going to have to go ahead and go through here and blow out some more red torches. And yes, just like the last level, there are exactly 60 torches, so make sure not to miss any. Anyway, that wizard enemy, I'm kind of realizing that he's a little bit useless, I guess, because if you have a power character like Vector and you just take out any enemy in one hit, regardless of whether they have a metal shield or not, he's not very annoying. He's kind of annoying if you're trying to take enemies out with Charmy or Espio and they're not fully leveled up, but for the most part, he's kind of useless, and when he's in his dark magic flipped over form, he's just like any other enemy, and then he'll take rings away. In fact, I don't think I've ever been hit by his attack, so I don't know how it works exactly, but he might be less deadly than the other ones, although he does look quite a bit more intimidating. Regardless, we are going through this castle, and we are getting torches like it was nobody's business. So we're going to go ahead and sting this flower and teleport to the magical land of Oz. No, different part of the castle, actually. Castle, mansion, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, if I lived in either one of those, I'd be pretty content. I don't know, I couldn't live in a giant house because it'd be a bit too scary because of things like this, where big houses are always haunted, and oh my gosh, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weenie, but there's that switch again, according to Charmy. And you can blow these big blue flames out right here. It's kind of pointless, but you can. I guess it's the same fire that they used in, like, torches and stuff, so that's why you can do it. But anyway, do not hit that switch back there because it's just really a huge, huge, huge time waster. And you can die doing it as well because it'll take you to that section with the spider web. I can't describe it accurately. All I can say is do not hit that switch because it will not give you anything positive. That's all I'm really going to say. Anyway, make sure on the third torch, I believe, I don't know, I haven't been counting, I just kind of guessed, that you hit that switch right there because it will save you quite a bit of ire later because this is an endless hallway, kind of. Well, it's not really endless, it's just circular, but these guys are kind of dumb, so they think it's endless. Kind of reminds me of the endless staircase in Super Mario 64, except they're not really similar at all, except for the fact that they're endless. But anyway, let's go ahead and go around here. Make sure you keep a close eye out for that door, because if you're going too fast, you might miss it. And I just kind of happened to know where it is, so I didn't get mixed up at all anyway. So, let's go ahead and blow these torches out. Long hallway of them. You're going to want to make sure that you, like, check all the torches after you blow them out, because sometimes if you're just rushing through and your tornado jump wasn't close enough, it won't count and the torches won't be put out. So let's go ahead and run back here, make sure all 4 of these are put out. Sorry if my commentary is a bit off focus right now. I'm just kind of nervous and I'm trying to focus on getting all these torches put out, because I really don't want to do this again, especially with the fact that the boss of this set of stages is probably going to take me 55.5 takes to A rank. That's a good number, 55.5. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through here, bounce up these springs, and pull a finicky switch. This is probably going to take me 10 minutes right here. Here we go. Come on, Charmy, you can do it. You had it. Nope, you don't. What? Come on, dude. There we go. 36 out of 60. Go ahead and flip this switch. Well, not flip it, just kind of run into it, I guess. You might be tempted to use your Team Blast here, since there are 4 guys with, pikes. I don't know, lances? I'm not sure. I don't know what these weapons are. I'm not a weapons expert. I'm not an anything expert, to be honest. But, they have spiked shields and these weapons, and they can be very annoying, but do not use your Team Blast no matter what you do, because the enemy in the next room is much more annoying, and I bet you can already guess what it is. So go ahead and blow these torches out, go in here, and yep, it's one of these guys with the helmets. Wow. I am stupid. I still don't know what these things are called. God. I'm sure people have commented it dozens of times, and I've seen the comments, and I go, oh, I'll mention that in the next episode, and then I just forget. Or maybe I already have mentioned it, and I just forgot that I mentioned it. I forgot that I amended what I forgot. Yes. That's the way I'm choosing to word that sentence, because it makes sense in my mind. Anyway, let's go ahead and sting this flower, come in here, and we have another somewhat tedious room. Now, the way I remember which of these cracks you actually have to break, I think there's a few useful things in a few of them. Like, maybe there's a 1-up in one, I'm not sure, but I know the special stage key is in one of them. Go ahead and go to this point so the question mark is facing the proper direction, and just break the one right here, and that's the way you have to go. But before you go, don't forget to blow out these torches, which I always seem to do, because I'm always in a big rush to get the end, because, oh man, gotta get that A rank, and then it just backfires on me. Let's make sure they're all blown out, and let's continue onward. Go ahead and do this, and activate this anvil here. Make sure not to get hit by it, or else we'd lose 143 wings. Wings? Wings. Yes, we would lose all of our wingmen because of that anvil. Anyway, this here, it reminds me of a game. I think you have to, like, drop a ball down and just kind of, like, calculate where it's going to go in your mind before you do it, but I don't remember what the game's called, and I can't describe it accurately because I'm kind of an idiot. But I don't know. It's not a game, it is a spider web, which apparently makes metal sounds when you grind on it, which doesn't make very much sense for a spider web. But that doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and blow out these torches. 52 out of 60. We're nearing the end here. So let's go ahead and go over here. Over here, there's like a security system that's way, way, way deep within the mansion, which doesn't make sense to me, because who would install a security system in a haunted mansion? I don't know. Maybe it's some eccentric dude who thinks it's like the coolest thing of all time. So let's go ahead and get Charmy. Lower our... Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't get hit there, Charmy. You wouldn't want to lose all these rings. Well, let's go ahead and go down here. There are a bunch of pumpkin ghosts here, so make sure to avoid them lest you lose all your rings. And there are 4 torches as well, and I like how they have the blue reflections down below. That's really cool in my opinion. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't actually look like it's reflected. It's a cool idea, but it doesn't look like a reflection. It's kind of obvious to tell that they used a 3D model and just flipped it upside down to do that. Anyway, these are the last 4 torches here, right in this cool area. I'm sure there's a 1-up up above. You can jump onto those platforms there, like, and then jump up higher, and there's a 1-up. I think I showed that in some other team story, maybe. I don't know. But there's a 1-up up on top, I believe. But anyway, I don't want to go ahead and get that because we have enough lives as it is, and...
Perfect! The work of professionals! There you are, you mustache moron! He's the one, right?
Mustache moron? I'm the world's greatest...
This is gonna cost you extra. Get them.
Okay, here we are on the Robot Storm for the final time, thank God. Like I've always said, these bosses are kind of lazily done, and really, I guess they're a result of lack of creativity at this point in the game, because it's just a bunch of enemies thrown together, but I've said that enough times. This boss especially, the Robot Storm on Team Chaotix, I absolutely loathe. Only because I'm doing an A rank run though, otherwise it wouldn't be too terrible, it'd still be not the most fun thing to do, but it wouldn't be as bad as it is now. Okay, the A rank requirement for this level is beating it in under 4 minutes. That doesn't sound so bad right off the bat, right? 4 minutes, it's just an enemy gauntlet, that will be a decent amount of time for all the other teams, doesn't sound so bad, right? Well, you would be sadly mistaken, because in this level, getting an A rank, every millisecond counts. This took me so many tries, and you have to use your Team Blast very liberally, but also very effectively, so you have to plan out like a perfect route for it. I recommend if you're going for an A rank run, you use the timing for the Team Blasts that I used here. This is really hard to do though, so you might deviate it a little bit. Anyway, I started at like 40 lives, I think, when I started recording all this. And because of the sheer amount of rings you get from using your Team Blasts over and over, I ended with like 60 or so lives, and it was, oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. Yeah, it took a really long time. The recording session was well over an hour. Maybe I'm just bad at it, but there's this point, when we get to it, I'll point it out, and it's really difficult. Anyway, for now, it's just beating as many enemies as you possibly can as quickly as you can, and making sure you have enough to fill your Team Blast meter. One of your enemies in this level is the Team Blast meter itself. When it's depleting, you could be using a Team Blast during that time, but at the same time, when it's depleting, you can gain more rings to fill up your Team Blast meter for the next time. And it's really kind of a complicated thought process, so you really need to time things properly. Anyway, go ahead and take everything out as fast as you possibly can. There are a couple cannons and switches that you have to go through on this level, as with all the other Robot Storm levels, and, you know, same old, same old. When you get to this place with the 3 giant egg robot, I still don't know what they're called, God. When you get to this place with the 3 giant egg robots, go ahead and hope that you have Vector at level 3 so you can use those bubblegum bomb things. And then you'll come to this platform with all the flying machines. Go ahead and use your Team Blast here. And then when you turn around, you'll see a cannon. Hop into it with Vector, not with Espio or Charmy, because that's not going to do anything. And this here is the hard part of the level. You get in this cannon, and you see all these enemies flying around here, and you have to take them out one by one, aiming your cannon individually every single time, and you have to hope to God that you can get them all. You might just say, "Third Mario Brother, why didn't you just use a Team Blast here?" Well, I would have, and trust me, I've tried. But the range of Team Chaotix's Team Blast is slightly less than all the other teams, and it's not enough. It's barely not enough to reach those enemies out there. So yeah, you have to play with the gimmick of the stage, and you have to use this cannon to do everything. And it feels like it wasn't tested very well. I don't know, either it's that, or it's just my naturally impatient self, because sometimes, unless you lead the robots, like, perfectly, especially those flying, like, hawk things, I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but unless you lead them perfectly, it's very, very hard to hit them, very hard to hit more than one at once. A lot of the time, if, like, you get hit by an enemy, which you're not supposed to be able to, you're not supposed to be able to get hurt by him at all, it's supposed to be an aiming minigame, clearly, but sometimes you can get hit by the enemies, and if you grab one of those balloons out there, or if you get hit with a shield, sometimes you can just fall off the edge. And sometimes even when you shoot yourself and you hit an enemy, it's still possible to just fall and you have absolutely no control over it, because when you're in this form, and even when you're getting launched back, you can't move yourself at all. I don't know if it's my fault or if it's the way the game was made and it's meant to be that way. After completing this, you might have 30-40 seconds before the window of A rank time expires, and you might think to yourself, wow, that was easy, Third Mario Brother lied to me. Oh no, 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 there are 3 more rounds of robots you have to go through before you can get to the end of the level. It's really, really horrible. I'm glad I didn't live commentate it. By the way, this is post-commentary in case you didn't know. I'm glad I didn't live commentate it, because I would have got so frustrated. And at that point, rage wouldn't even be funny. It would just be me going, restart every 10 minutes. But thank you guys for watching this episode of Sonic Heroes. Thanks for bearing with me through this boss fight that took me so long and so much effort to complete. I'll see you guys next time where we tackle the final set of stages with the final team.
Those were the easy ones!
Roger. Did he really think he could stop us with that?